In March 1922, one of the most disturbing crimes in history took place on a remote farm in Germany. More than 100 years later, it remains unsolved. The farm was called Hinterkaifeck. 6 people lived there, a husband and wife, their adult daughter, her 2 young children, and a maid who had started work that very day. But in the days leading up to the murders, something felt wrong. Footprints appeared in the snow, leading from the forest straight to the house, but there were no footprints leading back. Tools began going missing. At night, strange noises were heard coming from the attic. The family believed someone was watching them. Still, they stayed. On the night of March 31st, 1922, every member of the household was murdered. One by one, they were lured into the barn. Each was killed with a farming tool. The maid and one of the children were murdered inside the house. No one heard screams. No neighbors noticed anything unusual. Days passed. The family didn't show up to church. Their mail piled up. Eventually, neighbors grew concerned and went to check on the farm. What they found was horrifying. The bodies were discovered, but the most disturbing detail came later. After the murders, someone had stayed on the farm. The animals had been fed, meals had been eaten, a fire had been kept burning. The killer lived in the house with the bodies for several days. There was no forced entry, no clear suspect, no motive that made sense. Investigators believed the killer knew the family and may have been watching them for a long time. Despite multiple suspects and confessions, no one was ever convicted. The farm was eventually demolished, but the mystery never left. More than 100 years later, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most terrifying unsolved crimes ever recorded. Not because of how violent it was, but because of how close the killer stayed.